Good morning, children. I hope you are doing fine. Today we'll start chapter number 3, Fiber to Fabric. This chapter is basically about the journey of a fiber, a tiny fiber, a thin fiber, a very lean fiber, which turns into a fabrics undergoing various processes, and we'll study about these various processes in this chapter. So let's start with the introduction of this chapter, from fiber to fabric. In class 6, you have already learned about some fibers obtained from plants. You also learned that wool and silk fibers are not obtained from plants but from animals. Wool is obtained from fleece, that is the hair of sheep or yak. Silk fibers come from cocoons of the silk moth. Do you know which part of the sheep's body yields fiber? Yes? The part of the sheep's body that yields fiber are the hair. Are you aware how these fibers are converted into woolen yarn that we buy from the market to knit sweaters? You must have seen your mothers or your grandmothers knitting sweaters during the winter season. Do you have any idea how silk fibers are made into silk, which is woven into saris? In this chapter, we shall try to find answers to all these questions. So first of all, we'll study about animal fibers, that is wool and silk. Number 1, wool. Wool comes from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. So we all know that wool comes from sheep, goat, yak, and there are various other animals which yield wool. These wool yielding animals bear hair on their body. Do you know why these animals have a thick coat of hair? Hair traps a lot of air. Air is a poor conductor of heat. So as you would learn in chapter 4, so hair keeps these animals warm. Wool is derived from these hairy fibers. तो wool जो है वो हमें sheep, goat, yak और कुछ और animals हैं जिनसे मिलता है, जैसे कि लामा, अल्पाका, कैमल, अंगोरा गोट, बहुत सारे ऐसे अदर एनिमल्स हैं जिनसे हमें वूल मिलता है. और ये वूल जो है एक तरह का बहुत थिक हेयर होता है इन एनिमल्स की बॉडी पे, जो उनको मोस्टली ये एनिमल्स जो हैं ये हिली एरिया में पाए जाते हैं. और याक स्पेशली, लामा, अल्पाका, अंगोरा गोट, ऑल दीज आर फाउंड इन high altitudes or high mountains where the temperature is very low. So to keep their body warm, to trap a lot of air, they have a thick coat of hair on their body. This thick coat of hair is sheared or taken out with the help of machines. Small machines are there, and these tufts of hair are used as the wool, and they are cleaned, and there are various methods to clean this wool or this hair that is taken out from these animals. This activity is also given in this chapter. Feel the hair on your body and arms and those on your head. Do you find any difference? Which one seems coarse and which one is soft? Like us, the hairy skin of the sheep has two types of fibers that forms its fleece. Fleece पता है अब आपको कि फ्लीस जो है, जो शीप के ऊपर, बॉडी के ऊपर जो हेयर होता है उसको फ्लीस कहते हैं. द कोर्स बियर्ड हेयर एंड द फाइन सॉफ्ट अंडर हेयर क्लोज टू द स्किन. तो शीप के पास भी दो टाइप्स के हेयर होते हैं. एक कोर्स जो कि थोड़ा खुरदरा को हेयर होता है और ये बाहर की साइड में होता है, और जो फाइन अंडर हेयर होता है जो कि स्किन से ज़्यादा क्लोज होता है. ये बाहर की साइड में जो होगा ये हेयर हमारा, इसका शीप का कोर्स होगा, और जो अंदर होगा इसके वो फाइन हेयर होगा. Some breeds of sheep possess only fine under hair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair. This process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offspring, such as soft under hair in sheep, is termed selective breeding. तो कुछ sheep ऐसे होते हैं जिसमें कुछ शीप्स की ब्रीड्स होती हैं जिनमें सिर्फ सॉफ्ट अंडर हेयर होता है, ये बाहर वाला कोर्स हेयर नहीं होता है. और ये कैसे आता है? ये सिलेक्टिव ब्रीडिंग के थ्रू आता है। इसमें जो पेरेंट्स हैं, पेरेंट शीप्स हैं, उनको सिलेक्ट इस तरह से किया जाता है कि उनको उसके अंदर स्पेशल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, उनके जो ऑफस्प्रिंग्स होंगे या जो उनके बेबीज़ होंगे उनमें स्पेशल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होगी फाइन हेयर की, ओनली सॉफ्ट फाइन हेयर, अंडर हेयर. Now animals that yield wool, there are so many animals that yield wools. Several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of our country. However, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool. Though wool commonly available in the market is sheep wool. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Mohair is obtained from Angora goats found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is also obtained from goat hair. You can see from figure 3.4, figure 3.3, they're all animals are shown here which yield wool. The under fur of Kashmiri goat is soft. It is woven into fine shawls called pashmina shawls. Pashmina shawls के बारे में सबको पता होगा, सबकी मम्मी के पास होगी, सबकी मम्मी लोगों ने पश्मीना शॉल्स ख़रीदी होंगी और आप कभी उनको आपने देखा, अगर आप देखोगे मम्मा को पहने हुए तो आप ज़रूर उसको छू के देखो. You can feel the softness of that wool. It is very fine wool. The fur on the body of camels is also used as wool. Llama and alpaca found in South America also yield wool. You can see llama, alpaca, all these animals also yield wool, apart from sheep, goat and yaks. Now activities here: collect pictures of animals whose hair is used as wool. Stick them in your scrapbook. If you are unable to get pictures, try and draw them from the ones given in this book. Find out words for sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language and also in other languages of our country. This activity seems very interesting. I hope you will find fun doing this. I hope you do this activity. Find the pictures, find the names of these sheep, goat and camel and yak in your local language and also in other language of our country. So this is your activity you have to do in your fair science notebooks. So children, I think this is all for today. The next topic will discuss about the outline maps of India in which these goats and these animals are found, from which we derive wool. That's all for today. Thank you.